Welcome to the Slop Temple. We pray this video helps.
You start by getting into UEFI now, reboot and press the vendor key to open firmware. Once inside, locate boot or security sections, make sure Secure Boot is visible. Verify that compatibility support module or legacy option ROMs are enabled. That's the cause of the conflict. You'll keep a record of current settings and boot order. This saves time if you must revert. If firmware is outdated, pause and update it, because newer firmware may provide clearer toggles and fix bugs. Now change the offending option. Locate CSM or legacy option ROM settings and set them to disabled or UEFI only. Change any controller ROM settings from legacy to UEFI native so devices expose signed drivers instead of option ROMs. Once you change them, return to the Secure Boot menu. The Secure Boot toggle should be enabled or editable now. Save configuration, but remain in firmware to confirm Secure Boot keys are present. If keys are missing, use the Install Default Keys option before leaving the UE. Finally, enable Secure Boot, and if prompted, install default platform keys so the firmware trusts signed loaders. Save changes and reboot. Verify the operating system starts without a Secure Boot error. If the system won't boot, go back into UEFI and temporarily restore previous boot mode to capture kernel or driver errors, then disable any unsigned drivers or modules. One key troubleshooting tip. If enabling Secure Boot breaks boot, check for third-party option ROMs or unsigned storage drivers, and update or remove them before trying again.
Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing if we helped you.